This assignment had me imagine that I was leading a group of adults on a short-term trip to Uganda to help build a church building and conduct Bible courses for church leaders. As part of my team management, I have arranged for everyone in my group to meet after dinner each evening for a 30-minute debrief session. In order to push my team members in the 4 aspects of CQ, cultural intelligence, what 2 or 3 questions would be a part of every debrief session. In order to invite my team members to go deeper, push, not my style, in the first 3 aspects of CQ, CQ drive, CQ knowledge, and CQ strategy, I would ask the following 3 questions of each team member during each day's debrief session. 1. What non-tangible gift did you receive today from someone who lives in Uganda? And what did you appreciate most about this gift? I think this question could help each team member to pay attention not only to how we are helping the Ugandans, but also how the Ugandans are helping us, in keeping with Livermore's advice to see short-term missions as another expression of living in the way of Jesus, which includes giving and receiving from our brothers and sisters in Christ globally. I think it's easy to think too much about how we are helping them. It takes more intentionality to honestly consider and be grateful for how those with whom we are walking during our brief stay here are helping us. 2. What is one way in which your plans were interrupted today, and how did you respond to that interruption? This question could help to identify trouble spots in team members' hearts or minds regarding their responses to varying approaches to time, referring to what Levine, cited by Livermore, calls either clock time or event time cultures. Some regular self-reflection in this area may help team members to become more sensitive to both their own automatic responses and the responses of others around them. Also, asking each team member to reflect on just one way, not several, in which their plans were interrupted will help them to face and hopefully deal with one specific place of frustration inside of them. It could prevent them from becoming overwhelmed with an all-pervasive sense of hopelessness in this area. We can tell a lot about ourselves by how we react to the interruptions in our lives. It does seem that much of Jesus' ministry, as described in the Gospels, was basically what happened when he was interrupted. When we lived as missionaries in Russia, I quickly realized that my view of time was way too important to me and how I was accustomed to living. I had to consciously shift my thinking in the area of time. Living in fast-paced Atlanta, it's normal to plan to do 3 to 4 or even as many as 7 to 8 things in a single day. Running errands, meeting friends, going to an event, that kind of thing. In Russia, I deliberately shifted my thinking to seeking to do at most 1 thing outside of our home per day. If we visited friends, it was sure to take a minimum of 2 to 3 hours. If we were going to church on a Sunday, we left the afternoon and evening open in case some kind of unplanned relational gathering unfolded, as often happened. If Paul was paying a bill in the city, he allowed 3 to 4 hours in case there were long lines, transportation issues, or other unforeseen circumstances. Usually some or all of these occurred. We thought we were relationally focused before, but this intentional shifting was actually the catalyst that made us realize that for us, the primary location for ministry is in our home, around delicious food, warm drinks, engaging music, movies, or games, and listening ears. 3. What got your attention today, and why do you think you noticed it? This question could help each team member to grow in their ability to reflect on what they're experiencing, especially things that are unusual for them, without necessarily responding in the moment. It might help each one to, as Livermore says, see the world differently, reframe what we see, and create new categories for understanding. Making a daily habit of self-examination like this, whether in a team environment or alone with God, can help people to pay more attention to their inner person, trust their ability to see, hear, or notice things, and develop their ability to look at things from new perspectives.